just for fun, I'm threading on Romans, which does thread on, just to see how good. Oh, look at that. It lines up perfect. Where's that rivet at? So yeah, I can slip that rivet. Plug right in there. Well, maybe not. I mean, it's not as clean of a hole, so it's probably not going to slip right in there, but it lines up perfect, so. Interesting. That means this guy would screw right onto the end, too. Yeah, let's do that. Voila. That's cool. That's very cool. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is I need to shape that weld. Obviously this is not correct. It's got sharp edges. It's kind of a weird like T-shape thing, and that's not going to fly. Specifically, I'm looking at this picture here. It's going to be real hard to see right there, but I might draw like an outline here on it. Kind of what I'm seeing, I guess. Very well on the camera since this is such a thin. Well, we'll see. Okay. So I don't know if we can make that out. That red, it's kind of a little fatter there at the end, but then it's, you know, kind of a more abrupt cutoff, but it's not like super wide or anything. At least that's what I'm seeing. So I need to start shaping that. I think the first thing I'm going to do is get the Dremel back out and kind of zip off these little wings on here because they are not needed, and then I'll use a file to kind of shape it further and get it a little bit more smooth and clean. Bit mushroomy right here, where this is, to me, I'm seeing something a little bit more curved, because that's what my eye is seeing, and then this is more of a, instead of a curve in, it's more of a curve out. but we're getting close. Alright guys, we are all on the last step of this process now, which is going to be, we've got to darken up the metal right there on that weld. It's a little shiny, and we can see in our reference photos, specifically that one right there, it's not shiny. So I've got a little bluing here I'm going to use, and I'm going to apply it with a Q-tip. But first I want to make sure that that area is nice and clean, so I got some Power Shot, which is an electric motor cleaner. I'm just going to squirt a little on there. It's pretty good at removing any kind of oil or grease or gunk, and it doesn't take much. I just want to make sure it's clean, that way we can get that bluing on there. And then I might polish just a tiny bit with some fine steel wool, because the bluing always takes a little bit better if the metal has just very recently been worked, you know, like if it's not had any time to oxidize at all. I mean, I say oxidize and that's basically rust, but like you can't see it, but there would be even a tiny bit of surface, you know, oxidation on there. It may not be orange and very visible, but it is there. So I just want to, yeah, let's just start off getting this cleaned up. This stuff evaporates super fast, which is, it's basically isopropylene. It's like an alcohol-based cleaner, and it's probably nearly dry by now. And I need a paper towel. Darkened up. This cap back on. I gotta go rinse it and then give it a quick polish, and then possibly apply it a second time. Alright, let me just get that quick little rub down with the steel wool here. Usually I need 2 coats to get it to match. No, that looks pretty good with just one. think one is enough, honestly. Yeah. That looks really good. Alright, well, let's see here. That looks pretty good. Like it matches the metal around it, so that's usually all we care about, is blending it in, making it look like it belongs. So I think we're done here. I'm going to give it a quick little hose down with some barricade to protect it, because I've stripped off a lot of, you know, the oil that was on it, but I think we're good. So let me just give it a quick hose down. That should be good enough. I'm just going to let it soak in, protect that, and yeah, it looks like everything got a good coating there. We are ready to go. Yep. Alright. Calling it done.